Hello, this is Kapil Joshi from CSE Department, UIT, Uttaranchal University. So today's session is all about Introduction to Programming Language and Stages of Translator. So we will start one by one. First thing is, what is programming language? Programming language, it is a formal language, or we can say it is a computer programming language. It is used to implement any kind of algorithm, or it is used to develop software program, script, or other set of instructions for computer to execute. So on the other hand, we can say computer programming language, there are various types of languages. So in further slide, as you can see, types of programming languages: high level language, low level language, declarative, imperative language, procedural language, general purpose language, or it is a domain specific language, object oriented language, concurrent languages, and lastly command language, compiled or script language. So most demanding language is scripting language, where we are developing many kind of website, and we can say web pages. So in between, high level language is the most top level language. So when we are talking about the examples of programming language, then we can analyze all kind of languages like C, C++, Java, Python, COBOL, etc. So C and C++, these are the procedural object oriented languages, so we can go for it. So these are the types of programming language. And we are talking about the translation process. What is it? Translation process, basically we are converting any language from low level to high level language. So this is the general process of translation. So as we can see, translation, that is known as translator. Second is editing, and third one is proofreading. So these are the general steps of general translation process. The translation process, a computer system can only understand machine code, and a program written, for example, in a high level language such as Java cannot be run directly. So we cannot run directly any kind of language. If you are talking about Java, so we cannot run directly. We have to install a particular software and language, and apart from that, we have to execute all the program before starting it. So to execute a computer program written in any kind of programming language, it must be first be translated. This is the initial step. We have to, before execution, we have to translate any kind of program from source language to machine code. So this is the actual translation process we are talking about. And we are just continuing this slide. The source code which is written by the programmer need to be translated. When it translated, the source code becomes object code, which is understandable by the computer system. We can say the machine can easily understand the object code. So after translating the file, it will be converted into the object file. So we can say the total number of files will be generated. So total 3 files will be generated. We can say the exe file, second one is object file, and third one is bag file. But we can say the other end, the source file is one of them. So these are the different files after execution of our any kind of program. So the process can be seen in the following diagram. This is the translation process. As I told you, source code. First, we are just implementing. We are starting with the source code. After that, translator will be applied to the source code, and then object code, or we are considering the object file. So object file will be implemented after the source file. So this is the translation process of our compilation process. This is the another process of high level program and low level program. So in between translation program, it consists of compiler, interpreter, and assembler. So we are talking about the input, and our journey was starting from the input to output, how we can generate output. So this is the actual process. As we can see, the high level program, it may be considered as a void main function, and I'm telling you variable. I have taken 3 variables A, B, C with kind of values. A is equal to 25, B is equal to 35, and C is equal to A plus B. So this is the actual operation. We are considering the 3 variables. After applying the translation process, So it will be, our program will be converted into the binary code, and binary code will be understandable by the any kind of machine. This is the process of code translation. So these are the four steps: high level language, assembly language, machine language, or we can analyze the machine code or machine programming code, and last one is processor. So 1000, this is the binary code. Sometimes we can say this is the machine code, but compiler, assembler, and all the instruction execution will be exist over there. So this is the code translation, and this is the actual process from top to bottom. So this is the code translation diagram. After that, we are taking one more example, like step to execute a high level programming language. So in between, linker and loader will perform a major role. So language compiler will directly connect to the object file, and linker will provide the other objects file with the collaboration with the library file, and executable file will be run through the loader system and program in execution. So this is the execution process. So we can say the complete process of translation will be done through the loader, linker, and execution process. So these are the steps to execute a